Hi everyone, welcome to the Limpy and Kiefer YouTube channel. My name's Kendra and I'm a hearing healthcare professional. Today's post will be all about our microphones that are available in our Livio and Livio Edge modeled hearing aids and how we can access different adjustments within our Thrive app to these microphones. So I'm going to open up our Thrive app and I am currently using an Apple iPad to do this demonstration, and I have a set of Livio i2400 premium hearing aids already paired to my iPad. So I've opened up our Thrive app and it takes me to our home screen. You know it's the home screen because if you look down below in the bottom left hand corner, you see a little blue house icon. So that tells me that we're on that home screen. Just to the right of our home screen menu, you see a little equalizer button. If you tap that button, that takes us to our customization menu. So currently, you see we're on our equalizer screen within this customization menu, but up at the top of our screen, you can see several icons. And these icons will get us to different customization options, whether you are in wind noise or having some machine noise or speech noise. Those different processors are available in this screen here, but today we're going to focus on our microphone directionality. But if you do want to adjust any of these other processors available in this screen, check out some of my other videos that explain how and when to adjust those processors. So I'm going to look at that top menu and go over to our microphone menu. And so now we'll see our microphone direction. So currently, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you see that we're in our stream boost setting and our microphones are set to all around microphones. So our all around microphones will pick up everything all around you from a 360 degrees standpoint. All around microphones are good for situations, perhaps you're riding in the car, you're driving and you would like to hear the people in the back seat. That's a good instance to use our all around mics because they really do make things sound more full bodied, like things are coming from all around you. Or even if you just are going for a walk and you want to be aware of your surroundings, you don't want anyone to sneak up on you. All around mics are good for that option. If we go to our automatic microphones, and it just takes a second for the technology to adjust to our changes. So now we're in our automatic microphone setting. And you know we're in that automatic memory because it has a little gray box surrounding that microphone now, whereas before the gray box was surrounding our all around mics. You may also notice that the current memory name has changed to temp, which is short for temporary. We have indirectly created a custom memory as a result of changing our stream boost memory. So initially we were in stream boost because we were with those all around mics. But since we've used our stream boost setting as kind of like a platform to build something new and change that microphone directionality, it's created a different memory for us. If you have any questions or you want more information about how to create a custom memory, check out my video on creating custom memories. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm just going to show you about our microphone direction and how that works. So if you go into your automatic microphones, you'll see that the front or the top portion of that circle is dark blue, and that does not change. That is because what's directly in front of you will always take precedent. So the microphones are constantly looking for speech signals, but it will, if the speech is directly in front of you, then that will take precedent. So ideally in this setting, whatever you're wanting to hear, you want to be directly in front of. On the sides, we have our microphones that are still working, and you kind of see those colors fading from like a white to a light blue to a dark blue. And that just tells you that those microphones are constantly looking for a speech source and that they will amplify that source if it's detected. In the rear, you don't see any blue behind that, and that's because our back microphones are turned off in this setting. Back microphones are good to have turned off if you're in a noisy environment. So if you sit or if you're standing with your back facing the noise, we're not amplifying the noise. We're only amplifying what's directly in front of you or what's on the sides of you in this setting. If we move over to our switching mics are also similar to the automatic mics, where what's directly in front of you will always take precedent. However, your back microphones are turned on in this setting. So just like with your side microphones, how they're kind of changing and developing just based off of your environment. So if they detect speech on your right or left side, then they'll amplify that. But your back microphones are turned on, so they're also doing that same thing where they can detect speech from behind you. And if there is speech behind you, they'll amplify it. So that's our switching mics. And then if we look at the top where our front mics are, in this setting with your front mics, only what's directly in front of you is being amplified. You do not have any amplification coming from the side mics or from the back mics. This is ideal for if you're in a very, very noisy environment and you don't want to hear background noise. You just want to hear what's directly in front of you. So that explains all four of our mic directions. I would play with each of these and figure out which sounds the best for you, and depending on what environment you're in. Sometimes people like their front mics to just be on, like when they're watching television, if they're facing the television straight on. And they have an open floor plan, so they're not necessarily wanting to amplify the kitchen behind them. So it just depends on your lifestyle, your activities, what that looks like for you. If you have any more questions, then reach out to your hearing healthcare professional and see how we can make changes, because we also have some additional settings that we can adjust within the hearing aids within our software in our offices. And also just a small little segue where you see we're in that temporary memory now. I'm going to tap on that name, that temp, and I'm going to select edit current memory. And then if you tap on that little speech box where it says temp and then you delete the name, you can change it. So even if you started out using, like we used our stream boost memory to change our microphone direction, but let's say we did that because we did not want our mics to be on while we were watching TV, we were streaming television. So we can call this living room TV, because we have that, going back to that open floor plan example of if you're not necessarily wanting to amplify the kitchen from the back of you. So I'll call this living room TV, and then I'm going to hit done on my keyboard, and then that saves the memory for us. You can always go back and delete this memory or any of your custom memories if you find that it was just for a temporary purpose, or maybe you've messed something up, you don't like how it sounds. You can always go back and delete it. So these are settings that can be changed. You don't have to worry about messing something up big time, because you can't mess it up. And then you want to go into your top left hand corner and select done. And now you'll see under current memory, we're under living room television. And I just left it like that because, again, I left my front mics on in this setting, but I do not have any of my back mics or side mics working. So that's an ideal setting for if you're just wanting to watch TV but not necessarily hear someone from that kitchen area in your open floor plan. So again, if you have any questions, then feel free to reach out to me in the comment section or call our office, shoot me an email. Also, like this video if you've learned something. Let me know. Thank you for watching and have a great day.